Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Coffee with Cece. Yeah, I can't say it, be serious. I need an intro when I first go live, but I can't do it and be serious because I don't know, it's just not me. I'm just like, hey, good morning. How are y'all? Hope y'all are doing well. That's my intro. Okay, let's see who's in the chat or who was in the chat. Lisa, Rustic Mockery. Finally, a stream worth watching. Wow. Coming with some truth bombs here. Cheryl Lynn, Angel, anxious to see what happens with Lori Bella's bond hearing today. Yeah, me too. I actually forgot about that. RN Student Forensics. Good morning, CC and everyone. Crap, I forgot what your name was. You told me the other day, and I forgot. The Light Feather. Good morning. Jamie. Southern Mom, Jean. Am I missing anyone? Faithful One, Brooks Channel. Mindy. Okay, thank you. Like, I don't know what's wrong with my memory. It's gotten really, really bad, y'all. So, if I don't remember something that I've talked about, I can't help it. I don't know. I'm going crazy. I think I'm getting dementia or something. Seriously. Okay, so I was looking in my notebook, and I don't even have anything wrote down there. I'm a hot mess. Let me find the chat on my phone so we could see everybody. You would think StreamYards, everybody using it to stream, that they would put the live chat up, not just the top chat. And for those of you in the chat, make sure you got on the live chat. You have to push it or you won't see all the comments. Okay, so, Orange Student, you're fine, sweetie. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm lucky to remember my own name, to be honest. So how's everybody doing? Is everybody ready for the weekend? Oh, I love y'all too, Southern Mom. I appreciate you all. Oh, real quick, I want to say thank you to Emily and Pamela Sweeney. They gave me PayPal donation yesterday. I appreciate that. I never made it to Walmart yesterday, of course. Every time I say, I'm going to Walmart tonight, guys. No, I'm not going. I'm going the next day because that's always what happens. But anyways, I'm going to go out to Walmart and buy Tractor Supply and stuff. And I'm going to try to find Annabelle some oats. Never lose hope. And Never Lose Hope is Pamela. Everybody, she just changed her name, which is a good idea. Michelle, hey, how are you? I didn't say your last name, Michelle, because I'm not sure I can pronounce it right. I'm so bad at name pronunciation. I went in Wendy B's chat this morning. She was super, super nice to me. I didn't know she watched me. So shout out to her. They seemed like they was having a fun stream. Just people on panel talking, laughing. I'm not sure what they were talking about, but it sounded like they was having fun. It took me long enough to figure it out, but I'm learning. Yeah. Well, never lose hope. You can easily put you a profile picture up. Of course, it don't have to be yourself. It could be a dog, anything if you want. I was trying to find some topics to talk about this morning, so I found a couple. People are insane, man. Let me find my topic first. I don't know why I'm always exiting out of stuff that I need pulled up. I do stuff without even realizing it. So, first off, we'll do the cats. We're going to get to the sex offenders, Remy. I'm not exactly sure why they were released something with the coronavirus. I call it the corona. So, in a Southern California city, where the high temperature on Sunday reached 91 degrees, 24 cats meowing inside a closed parked car were clearly in distress. They had no water, no fresh food in the Honda Civic in which they were trapped, according to a news release from the Inland Empire Humane Society and SPCA. Alerted by an employee at the Quality Inn, Ontario Convention Centre in Ontario to the feline occupants of the vehicle parked at the hotel's lot, police called on the Animal Welfare Agency for help. Workers with the Humane Society arrived and observed at least 8 cats inside and a potent smell escaping the car. It says temperature readings identified that the inside of the vehicle was like 118 degrees and climbing, with only one window cracked, a total of 3 centimeters for air circulation. The news release stated. It added humane officers were able to get the vehicle's passenger door open and immediately identified several more cats and only urine-saturated food available to them with no signs of drinking water. These poor cats, they're beautiful cats too. They are beautiful. By the time the cats and kittens were counted from the inside of the trunk and the main cabin of the vehicle, their number totaled 24. Cat hoarder. This is a cat hoarder. All were taken to the Humane Society's veterinary hospital to be rehydrated and assessed. Our veterinarians are committed to helping every one of these kitties regain health and strength, the society said in a Facebook post. And they actually have a picture of them taking the temperature inside the vehicle, and it does read 119 degrees. The vehicle's owner, who was identified as a guest of the hotel, but not otherwise named, surrendered the cats and was issued 24 citations for crimes against animals and an animal in vehicle. The Humane Society is seeking donations for the animals' care and rehab. Many have since been available for adoption and fostering. The Society's social media manager, I can't pronounce her name, told the Daily Bulletin. Please do not leave animals alone in a vehicle, it urged. It is illegal and they can experience severe trauma and irreparable damage when temperatures reach certain levels. 85 degrees outside is 119 degrees in a vehicle. Please keep the pets of our community safe and report any animals under dangerous conditions. And please do not leave your children in hot cars, people. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget, how many deaths did we discuss last summer on this crime channel right here? I couldn't tell you how many hot car deaths. I know there was a set of twins. I think that was in Brooklyn. Dad went to work. I think he'd been, he was a vet, had PTSD, but he went to work and left his 2 little twins in the car and they died. A boy and girl twin. And I know there was one in Tennessee. There was a couple different ones in Florida. I bet there was 10 or 15. It's crazy. Maybe these people were moving and they didn't want to take all the cats into the hotel. But you know what? That's no excuse. They shouldn't stay at the hotel, should they? The poor cats trapped inside of a hot vehicle, no way to escape. Crimes against animals, they should be like harsher penalties for abusing animals. Because animals have feelings, you know. It's a living being thing. Mary Mary, good morning. Remy Day, good morning. Talk about crazy cat people. Too many children have died in hot cars. I know it. Rusted mockery. And pets, they say, yeah. Pets and animals, or animals and children should never be left in a car unattended. Never, ever. It's not even safe to pump your gas real quick and run into the store and pay for it. Somebody could jump in your car and grab your kid if you didn't lock it. Anything could happen. Get locked out of the car and your kid in there. It's just not safe to do that. When I was growing up, in the 80s, late 80s, my mom would go grocery shopping and she would leave me and my brother sitting in the car. Well, one time she left us sitting in the car. We lived in the boondocks in a little place called Eola, Kentucky, where there's no grocery stores or anything. You just have them little locally owned stores where you can go in and buy a gallon of milk, and just like kind of like a little gas station, but owned by the locals. But anyways, it was in a big curve. It was a big curve. You pulled into the store and right beside the main road. Anyway, she went in there and my brother knocked that little Datsun truck out of gear and it rolled into the road in that big curve, a blind curve. Thank God we weren't hurt. We got out real quick. We went and got Mom. She didn't even know it. Gosh, we got scolded. But hey, she shouldn't have left us in a vehicle, right? Anything can happen. Chrissy, good morning. Lori, good morning. I'm thankful I have a push to start car. Yeah, that's what we have too, Remy. We have a Jeep Renegade, and it won't start without that little key fob. We have a law here now for animal cruelty, up to 2 years incarcerated and on an animal cruelty register. All 50 states should get on board. Oh, wow, that's great. That is great. Let me find this other thing about the sex offenders. I could not believe this. What did I say? 146 sex offenders released. Let me look it back up. Okay. The state of Illinois has released 146 sex offenders statewide, including 3 considered sexually dangerous persons convicted in Winnebago and Ogle counties. I think I pronounced that right. The state of Illinois released a list of almost 4,000 inmates released from prison, including 64 convicted of murder. Okay, let me click on the article because I thought it let me see. Okay, 64 convicted of murder. A list released by the state shows each inmate who had their sentence commuted by Governor J.B. Pritzker or something, or were released earlier by the Illinois Department of Corrections. Dennis Seacrest, 74, and Brett Singley, 40, who were convicted of sex crimes in Ogle County, and Daniel Anderson, 71, who was convicted in Winnebago County, were each classified by the state as sexually dangerous person. There is no rehabilitation for sex offenders. I say this over and over. No, I'm not an expert. It is common sense. I read these stories all the time about these people, they get caught sexually abusing a child or raping a woman or a little boy or something. And when you look at their criminal history, they're already a convicted sex predator that's been released. They just get out and offend again. Okay. An Illinois statute defines a sexually dangerous person as all persons suffering from a mental disorder, which mental disorder has existed for a period of not less than 1 year, immediately prior to the filing of the petition hereinafter provided for, coupled with criminal propensities to the commission of sex offenses, and who have demonstrated propensities towards acts of sexual assault or acts of sexual molestation of children, are hereby declared sexually dangerous persons. In addition, the list shows the release of Bernard Williams, age 37, convicted of felony aggravated criminal sexual assault. Jay Lindenmeyer, age 37, convicted of predatory criminal sexual assault. Brian Davies, 57, also convicted of predatory criminal sexual assault. All three were sentenced in Winnebago County. Police departments from all over the state of Illinois have sent a letter to the governor questioning why the governor has reduced the sentences of violent criminals and convicted murderers. In order to stop the spread of COVID-19 in Illinois prisons, the governor has granted clemency to more than 1,000 prisoners, including Brian Harringon, who was convicted of killing a man in Rockford when he was 14 in 2007. Many had their sentences commuted or were granted medical furlough. The Winnebago County State's Attorney, Marilyn Hite Ross, said that some of the inmates are being let out so quickly that she doesn't have proper time to inform the victims, as it is required by the Rights of Crime Victims Act and the Illinois Constitution. So they're letting these sex predators out, and this lady doesn't even have time to notify the victims. This what they call her, the state's attorney. I guess we would call that the prosecutor, Commonwealth attorney here. That is a damn shame. Mistress Hite Ross says her office was basically blindsided by the list of criminals out on parole. So much so, they didn't have a chance to tell some of the victims' family members until some felons were already home. Jesus. Right now, the state's attorney's office is trying to determine case by case whether these violent offenders are being released due to COVID-19. Our law enforcement is joining with other agencies across the state demanding answers. They say they were told only non-violent offenders would be released early, not murderers. Hey, well, let's not forget the sex predators, not just the murderers. Sex predator is a violent offender, idiots. State Representative John Cabello has also criticized the governor's decision to release criminals, saying the governor did this quietly, and I felt that since he decided to victimize the victims' families again, that at least I could try to do was make sure that they knew that the murderer was out. And the sex predator, let's not forget the sex predators. They got victims too, not just murderers. You know what? Some of them's probably that he's released has already offended again. They cannot control it. It is something programmed into them. Watch Ted Bundy talk about it. It's the urge they just cannot control. Sick weirdos. Okay. So the Winnebago County Sheriff said there's no evidence that people are safer from the virus outside of a jail cell. He says the Winnebago County Jail has reduced its population by about 300 in recent weeks and thinks that the inmates are more than capable of following social distancing guidelines. Okay, so this guy says the notion that the jails and prisons are not safe, well, I beg to differ. We're doing everything we can to keep it clean. We clean morning, noon, and night. We had a company here that did sterilization of everything. So this guy that works at the jail, he's saying, there was no need to release them. No need. Why did he do that? Did he get paid to release these sex predators and murderers? Let me see what they're saying in the chat. Crap, I X'd down my own damn chat. Jesus Christ. Is anybody in the state of Illinois in this chat right now? Don't put exactly where, just put a 1 in the chat if you're from Illinois or you got family or friends in Illinois. Because I am very worried about everyone that lives in Illinois, with them letting out 146 sex offenders and murderers. Mary, that's right. It's money thing, 100%. Dirty ass politicians, Mary. Dirty ass politicians getting, how do you call that? Is it kickbacks? Is that how you say it? Like, it blew my mind when I saw that this morning. I went straight in there and I was reading it to my hubby. I was like, can you believe this? And he's like, different states has let out inmates, and some of them has already reoffended these sex predators. And I know that's true because I saw an article out of Florida, a guy that was released, and, he went and raped someone. Time for change. Just go to one in the chat. Hey, you need to get online and see if there's any sex predators in your area. I think we should all do that anyways. We should, be aware who's living in our community. Oh, I'm sure I've got sex predators around me too, even here in the boondocks. Are they on parole, house arrest, monitoring devices? That's a good question, and I don't see anything about that. The end of the article, when I was telling you about the notion that the jails and prisons are not safe, well, I beg to differ. The officer said that was the sheriff of Winnebago County that said that. That was the end of it. It didn't say nothing else. You don't say they're on probation. They just got released. I'm sure if they were supposed to serve their sentence and they got an early release, I'm sure they'll be on probation. I'm about positive. There's a member here. Hey, Red Rhyme, thank you. Welcome, girl. I was going to tell Alex this morning, and I let it slip my mind. Like, why are you not in the Discord? In our Discord, you need to be. I'll send you the link. Jean, we still have prisons here, 0 cases of corona. Really? Hey, Jean, I was going to tell you something. I don't know if you saw, I replied to you. Sometimes when you watch the replay of my live stream right after I've done it, it won't show the live chat. It takes a while for it to load up. Yeah, so just always check back with that if you're wanting a link out of the chat, because I always leave it up. But yeah, it does it to me. Like if I go straight to watch somebody's replay or if they've just ended their live, sometimes the live chat won't show up for a while. Angel, welcome. Thank you. Joining the channel membership. I'll have to add y'all to the list. I did a shout out video yesterday and YouTube sent me an email scolding me because I had that song Happy in it. Pharrell. Yeah, but it said free download, royalty free. I found it on Google. I downloaded it and I put it in the video. But it wasn't a strike. It was just a copyright claim, and I can have the video up, but it can't be monetized, which is no big deal. No big deal. Good to know. Thank you, sis. Oh, you're welcome, Jane. Yeah, I replied to you the other day, but I didn't know if you saw it or not. Sometimes people reply to me and I don't see it, so I thought I would tell you about that. Angel, anything going on with the Snyder case up in your area? Lisa Snyder. Pamela, yep, they burned the inside of her thighs and tied her legs to trees. Are you talking about, oh my God, I watched a movie where it was like back in the 50s or 60s. This girl had to go live with her aunt, her and her sister. Their parents was killed. The aunt tortured her, actually took a blowtorch to her private parts. Let her sons torture and rape their cousin, the neighbor's kids, everything. What is her name? Sylvia? I need to put my messenger back on my phone. I had to take it off when I was having to live stream and use Streamlabs. I had to take it off because my mom will call every morning when I'm live. So I had to take it off so I could live stream on my phone and she wouldn't call and mess it up, So I'm going to put it back on there. I've just been using Discord and Hangouts so much. So I hate to say it's a lot peaceful without Messenger. My mom calling 100 freaking times a day. She called. I swear I could show you my phone, and my mom probably calls at least 15 times a day. No joke. Bye, Mindy. Have a good day. So I remembered your name, RN student. Hey, leave it to Beeper. I liked your video yesterday. That was crazy about that abortion doctor. So I'm just wondering, does everybody have the same emoji that's on the channel membership, even though they're on different levels? We're getting ready to do a members only live stream in about Darley. Thank you. I'm glad that damn video's over. It really bothered me. It was hard to listen to. Abortion's a touchy subject anyways. I respect everybody's opinion about that, and I don't judge anyone. It's not something that I totally agree with, just in certain situations and stuff, but I totally don't judge anyone that's ever had one. But this man totally took advantage of young women in bad situations. I could only find the $1.99 one, TC. Well, I've got two. I've got the $2.99 one and the $1.99 one. I can't talk. Well, some people's in the coffee family one, so it should show. I don't know. It's weird. Oh, Shug, I love you, girls. I've actually got to talk to Shug before. She came up on panel a long time ago. I like when people come up on panel, and then when I see them in the chat, I can picture them and know their personality, What else were we going to talk about this morning? Crap, what have I got in my title? I forgot. Okay, so we did the 146 sex offenders and the cats. Okay, so poser Jeff Lowe. Oh my gosh. He wears nutcracker jeans. Pam came up with that. Nutcracker jeans are all studded on the back. Young guns wear the jeans. I call them young guns, young guys. And I'm not trying to age shame him, but like at his age, wearing jeans like that, and they kind of like sagging down on the butt, and they're real tight in the legs with that Harley jacket, it just freaking kills me. So I came across an interview he did with this YouTuber at the zoo. They only got like 300 and some subscribers. This YouTuber wears yellow sweatpants, y'all. Had a sweatshirt and a cowboy hat. I kid y'all. Hey, if that's the way he wants to dress. But Jeff Lowe gave this interview, and as soon as you play the video, you have to hear that low-life cussing saying, Joe effed animals. As soon as the interview started, Joe effed animals. Used to order like animal costumes for John Finley to wear. And Joe would film John doing things to animals. I don't believe that. I know Joe was out there and he admitted to doing, what do you call it? Softcore porn? I don't even know how you pronounce it. But he admitted to doing that. I just don't think that he was into, how do you say that? Zoophilia? Bestiality? Yeah. I wish you could make chat emojis. After I uploaded those emojis, Mary, I figured that you would be able to do it in the chat. I will figure that out. I will figure out how to do chat emojis. I really thought that it would do it, but I'm looking at my keyboard now. Y'all do know when you push onto chat, y'all see that smiley face? Yeah, they got different emojis there, like hand sanitizer. I'm sure y'all know. But you can we can have our own emojis for our channel membership. And we'll figure out how to do that. Like, I think Diane's channel's got like a lawn chair because they got that channel level lawn chair mafia. That's just a cool name. Oh yeah, the emojis are cool. Yeah, when I figure it out, my how to put our own emoji there, I'll let you guys know. That'll be cool. It just takes me some time, I just have to sit there and work with it. YouTube's taught me a lot about technology and stuff, though. It honestly has. The only thing about those emojis on my StreamYard's chat, it don't show. Like Lisa did the sanitizer. On my StreamYard's chat, it just says, it has 2 dots, sanitizer, 2 more sets of dots, sanitizer, elbow, cough. It don't show the emojis. Didn't show light feathers either. Just shows dots, sheltering in. You need a goat and a rooster. Oh, yeah. That would be easy emojis. Yeah. I thought I actually had the little emoji of me and the coffee cup set for the channel members. And somehow, I had another one set with the crown, like the king's crown on that emoji. It looks like me set for the other channel level, and I don't know what happened. I don't see anyone that's got a coffee cup. Me and a coffee cup. It's got like a little heart. I don't see it anywhere. I think everyone's got the same emoji. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I saw Jamie in the chat. Hey, Jamie, I didn't see you. I love those. Yes, I love the little chicken, and I love the emojis. If you want an emoji that looks like you, I think I actually found this out from Red Room Media. You just do that bit emoji. Yeah, just do the bit emoji. Take a selfie and upload it, and it fixes your own little emoji thing up. It's free. That's how I got the emoji with little cartoon character and the rooster for Sunny's channel. Yeah. Okay, what was I going to say about Jeff Lowe? Okay, so he starts off with that interview. Joe was effing cats, and he just makes himself look like the hero, and totally makes Joe look bad. Accuses Joe of killing cats to make room for other cats. All kinds of crazy crap. Always got his tight jeans on. And I'm like, oh my God, you are a poser. I'm still waiting to see that Harley Davidson, Jeff Lowe. You're a poser. Maybe rides a Harley. Do you see him walking around in a Harley Davidson leather jacket every day of his life and a bandana on his head? No. He does it for a hobby. Actually, he said, he's like, I don't want the jacket and a big Harley Davidson logo on the back. I'd just rather have a plain leather jacket when I ride. Yeah, he does wear one when he rides. I have a Harley jacket too. But we don't sport it around every day of our life like we're the damn sons of anarchy. I'm trying to make a gummy. What do you mean a gummy? Like a gummy bear? Very Mary? A poser, I tell you. Yeah, he's a poser. Bye, Remy. Have a good day. I was trying to think what else. Oh, he said Carol Baskin definitely killed her husband. And he said that Joe had told him years ago who had helped her do it, who he thought had helped her do it. Now, I do agree with this. There was 2 people probably in on Dawn's disappearance, maybe 3, but it definitely took 2 people. Carol could not have pulled that off on her own. She had help. Don't you think it's funny that as soon as Dawn disappeared, she fired every one of Dawn's employees except for Kenny Farr, Dawn's right-hand man, who allegedly confessed to his ex that he had done something to Dawn. Now, some people don't believe her interview. I don't know. She could have been she accused her husband of it. She could have been trying to get back at him, but I definitely believe she was abused by him. That shape thing is a gummy. Oh, okay. I don't know what she's talking about, Mary. My mother rode a Harley, but not anymore. Her back hurts now. I've tried to get Mark to get a trike. Do y'all know what a trike is? Motorcycle with 3 wheels, big wheels. And he will not do it. He will not do it. It'd be just so much more comfortable to ride. Which his Harley's pretty comfortable. It's got like the armrests and everything. I feel a little bit more secure on that one than the other Harley because it didn't have like the, it just wasn't very roomy and didn't have like the arm and backrests and crap. Yeah. Not had the Harley. We've not had the Harley out this year. It's in the shop right now. I ride a Harley as a passenger. Me too, Cheryl. I could never ride a motorcycle myself. Hey, you see women riding motorcycles. I see women on Harleys all the time. Oh, now I see that gummy worm very married. Oh, that's cool. I never could eat those gummy worms. They remind me of worms. Bye, Lisa. Have a good day. Have a good weekend, which I'll be talking to you. Looks like it may rain all weekend here. I am so sick of the rain. It's still raining, so Annabelle's not going to come out of her shed. Of course, her door's open if she wants to. But what I think I'm going to do here in a little bit, I'm going to go over there and sit inside of her shed with her and keep that little goat company. My mother loved to take road trips to Arizona. I don't know. I probably couldn't go on a long motorcycle ride. It's hard for me to sit in the same place for a long time. That's why I only do usually an hour live stream. It hurts to sit in the same place with my leg, my ankle. Never lose hope. Having sex with animals against the law, and I think he threw that out there just to add to Joe's demise. Yeah, he's talking crap about Joe, acting like he came in there and saved that zoo. No, you didn't. I mean, you could have saved the zoo and fed the animals, but you came in there and he had an agenda, and it was to take over that zoo. He said he put $100 and what was it? Never lose hope. $147,000 into that zoo in Wynnewood. Like feathers. She took painkillers. There was a lady that wrecked a motorcycle here last year and got killed. She wasn't from our area, and she had rode motorcycles for years. But anyways, they said she was taking pain pills. Some people, I think, maybe take too many. It's not safe to drive on those things. Never lose hope. Jeff also said on that interview, he's like, people think that I'm a snitch, but I saved lives. Like tiger lives. And I'm like, yeah, you probably killed your fair share too. What they don't tell you when they breed these white tigers, a lot of the white tiger cubs that are born with deformations, blind, cross-eyed, health problems, and they will put those cubs down. Yeah, if they're born, they got anything wrong with them, they'll put them down. Sometimes they'll even put the orange tiger cubs down if they don't come out white. He's also on that interview talking about Doc Antle putting tiger cubs in the gas chamber. I don't believe that. That would be dumb if he was trying to say, like, after the tiger cubs get so old and the public can't hold and pet them, Doc Antle puts them down. That don't make no sense. They're worth money. He would be just, throwing money out the window doing that. I don't believe that Doc Antle's son and daughter would go along with that. They love animals. It is clear they have a passion for animals. I can tell. Those cats love Cody Antle. And when, the cubs get older and they can't be held, Cody raises them. He grows, he raises them and trains them. Anyone know anything about birds? A little bit, Michelle. Mel that's usually in the chat, she actually has budgies, I believe. She's got one named Gary. I can't remember what the female's name is. No, the female is Gary. I can't remember what the male's name is. But anyways, she raised him from a little bitty hatchling. There's Mel. She's right there. Do you have a bird problem, Michelle Fury? I got chickens. Chicken's a bird, right? I want me a turkey. Michelle Fury in the chat, Mel was asking, anyone know anything about birds? And I was like, yeah, Mel does. Birds are complex creatures. You got to take really good care of them. People that own birds like cockatoos and stuff, they must got some really good nerves because they are really loud. I'd love to have a cockatoo, though. I really would. They're probably my favorite. I like the African grays, but I love cockatoos. Will, Mel was hiding like me. Y'all quit hiding and lurking. Let me know y'all's here. Even though I lurk all the time. I'm a hypocrite. We've had Broomers, Gazoo, Sambo, Wally, Pepper. Yum. Oh, cool. Andrew, hello. Just got notification. Really, Andrew? I've been live for 42 minutes. Stinking YouTube. Very Mary. Yes, I had birds. What kind of birds you have? I live in Oklahoma, and we're going to Wynnewood on Sunday. Hey, Shug, you'll be taking some video footage as evidence. See if those animals are correctly cared for. Look, I'm putting Shug up to no good to go spy for me. They may not let you film in there, though. No, don't do anything to get you in trouble, but I would like to know. Because I am nosy. Alex, I'm here too. Busy hands, but my ears are listening. Okay, girl. Your baby's picture is so cute this morning. She is cute. He said he paid all the bills and we're behind $5,000 for the water. He named off thousands of dollars, but that he supposedly paid. Yeah, thousands of dollars he supposedly paid, but the man ain't got a pot to piss in. Jeff Lowe don't. He rented. He acts like he's rich. He is a poser. When I say that, I really mean that. It's not just the Harley jacket. I just go on about that because it irritates the hell out of me. But, he pretended to have this big mansion, these nice cars, this rich boy. No, he's not. I was sitting there thinking, how did he come up with $140,000 to invest in that park? Something else I heard him say is he's like, I got friends in the police station. And this don't make no sense. Okay. Jeff Lowe presents himself as a Sons of Anarchy guy, the gangster motorcycle guy. But yet he's got friends in the police department. And Jeff Lowe is a criminal professional con. You know what that tells me? He's a professional snitch. That's why he's got connections and friends in the police department. He's a professional snitch. That's how he's got by with all this con business forever. And I'm going to look in to see if he really was the road manager for Evil Knievel. I don't believe it. And he also said his family owned a circus that is now Ringley Brothers. I don't believe it. Do y'all think he was Evil Knievel's road manager? Oh my gosh. If he ever comes across one of my live streams, me dogging him, I say we'll have war. But that's okay. I'll sick my hubby on him. He don't want none of that. Okay. Let me see what's going on with the bird. I got red in my mouth. My son's cockatiel has no balance. We're on the way to the vet, but 2 hours away. It's not been around any air fresheners, any bug spray, or anything like that, has it, Michelle Fury? Because I was watching a lady one time, and it is Rebecca Stout, Ani the cockatoo. And she had sprayed something in her house. And I believe she had a budgie. It was a little bitty bird. And he got sick, and he died. And she thought it was because of the bug spray she had put out. Somehow, I don't know, it got cross-contamination or something. Oh, it's okay, Meow Meow. Yeah, help her out with her bird. I don't care about that. I'd be a nervous wreck if I was her. I'm praying your son's bird's okay. Because that's going to break his heart if something happens to his little birdie. Those little cockatiels and those little budgies, they're cute. I always get them confused, but one's got like the spiked hair. I wouldn't mind to have a little lovebird or a budgie. I've been wanting one of the little, I don't know if they're cockatiels or budgies, but they're like a real light bluish, purplish color. You know, and you can get the pretty green ones, bright green ones. This one's a bluish, purplish color, and I'm dying for one. I don't think a little bird like that would get on Mark's nerves too bad. They're not too loud. But my dogs would hate it, so I'd love to get a large bird. Yeah, I'm afraid of the big macaws because there's this pet store over in Kentucky I go to just to get hermit crab supplies and shells sometimes. They got this, they got like 2 or 3, but they got this big-ass macaw in the front, this huge cage. And I got out and took a picture of it one day. I didn't have my flash on. And I was just talking nicely to it. All animals love me, not that bird. It lunged at the cage. But I got to thinking, you know, people's probably teased it. Shouldn't be sitting out here in this pet store. That pet store doesn't like me because I ask questions like, do you ever let your birds out of the cage and stuff? But I ask it in a nice way. But I don't think they like me. And they got a cockatoo. I asked them if they would sell it. And she's like, no. So it's just going to sit there in a cage and never get out. And one time I told them about their turtles. I was like, you got one of those little red air sliders over there floating upside down. And then one time I told them, I said, you got an iguana laying over here in a water bowl. There's no water. I think it's dead. Yeah, they don't like me. No, Michelle. I wasn't looking at the chat. She's a baby. Had her 2 weeks. Was singing and fine last night. Same food. Well, I'm sorry, Michelle. And I'm just on here running my mouth laughing. I'm sorry. I'm going to put your comment up so I can see what profile picture you got. Oh, that's a cute doggy. Is that a border collie? Maybe she'll be fine. Maybe they can give her some medicine and make her better. Shucks, I'm going to watch. I got a very small camera. Yeah, get us some video footage, Shuck, if Winnie would say. I'm so sorry to hear that. Let us know. Let us know what happens to her. Come back and comment later if you can remember it. Hoping and praying she's fine. They're just so delicate. Little birds are. They must love you, CC. Hey, they hate to see me coming through that pet store door. Yeah. Hey, that day I found that iguana. And I don't know how she didn't know it because this enclosure was right beside the cash register on a shelf, right? But the day I felt that iguana in a water dish laying half dead, no water in it, dry as a bone. There ain't been no water in it in a while. I heard that man cuss that woman out. He's like, that lady saw that iguana there. And he was trying to work on it. I think it died. Yeah, they have like the worst reviews online ever for their pet shop. Stinks in there. They have so many pet birds or, birds for sale. I mean, it's unreal. So many in one little small cage. I don't even like going there, but I have had to go over a couple different times over hermit crab shells. Yeah. They've been open for years. There is no more Ringley Brothers Circus. Well, that's what Jeff Lowe claims. Never lose hope. He claims that his family owned a small circus and they sold it, and it's now Ringley Brothers. He says, hey, Verbal, it's good to see you. I almost missed you. Everybody's been worried about you. Jeff Lowe, he's a liar. I'm going to find out if he worked for Evel Knievel as a road manager. I mean, he could have, but I'm just not buying it. Oh, guys, I'm going to have to sign off here in a minute. I can't sit here and got things to do. It's getting late. It's almost 11:30. It was terrifying. 2-story houses at McCall. Hey, those McCalls can be aggressive. They could really hurt you. Look how big their beaks are. Hey, y'all, I watch this one bird on YouTube. I don't know exactly what he is. I can't remember, but his name is Eric. He talks with an Australian accent, and he says, I'm an effing legend. And he says the cuss word, and he'll just say, I'm an effing legend. It is freaking hilarious. And then you got X-rated Ruby. She's an African gray, and she's got an accent too. And she'll call you a C word. I mean, oh, these birds blow my mind. Because usually like one or two people and the rest they're not into. Like I watch Mikey the macaw. They're beautiful birds, but I watch Mikey. I think he's from London. He seems like a good bird. That one over at the pet store, it is freaking mean. You can't hardly stand to be inside that pet store. But like I said, they got 2 or 3 macaws and a cockatoo. The cockatoo is nice. I talk to it all the time when I go in there. He'll say, hi, baby. Our African Greys used to yell my name like my mom when I was in trouble. I was so confused until I figured it out. Yeah, those African Greys, they can mimic their owner's voice, and it will sound just like them. Like Petra the Grey, she sounds just like her owner sometimes when she says, scratch, scratch. Petra, want a peanut? Petra can operate Alexa. Yeah, she's quite famous, Petra is. I'm a big Petra the Grey fan. And Einstein. Einstein's pretty cool. He'll say, God bless you. He doesn't cuss, thank goodness. Well, I hope Michelle's bird's all right. That's got me worried now. Since they have a vet on the line, I need to know the age. Well, it's a 2-week-old bird. It's And you want, okay. And Michelle Fury, if you're still in the chat, Sugar Trotter says, Lisa, I have a bet on the line. I need to know the age of the bird and the bird's name. She wants to know, I don't know why, is his eyes focused straight ahead or do they go to the side? Maybe Michelle type in the chat. She's had it for 2 weeks. I know that. She said that she didn't say anything, Suge, about the bird's eyes. She just said it was wobbly. That's all she said, wobbly. If she said something else, I don't know if she's still in here because she was on her way to the vet. Let me look at something right now. What is it? It's a cockatiel. Wobbly cockatiel. Let me Google it. Well, if I can spell wobbly right. Not cocktail, cockatiel. God, I can't. I looked up wobbly cocktail. Okay, cockatiel losing balance. If your cockatoo is showing signs of falling, don't be not able to perch, overall weakness, you should seek a veterinarian's attention. Well, we know that. Okay. Basic symptoms. If your cockatiel is showing signs of falling, not being able to perch, overall weakness, you should seek an avian veterinarian attention as soon as possible. A cockatiel that does not perch or loses its balance is a sign of a sick bird. Infections, undesirable high toxic levels in your cockatiel's body, like lead, tumors, or lack of certain vitamins, can make your bird lose its balance. So, her bird could just be lacking a vitamin. Okay, kitchen fumes can also make your cockatiel sick and lose its balance. It takes very little for a cockatiel to die from kitchen fumes, especially if your cookware is made with Teflon. If your cockatiel is taking prescribed medication from your vet and started to lose its balance after the medication was prescribed, stop the medication and call your vet. It may be an undesired side effect. Cockatiels and fumes. You know the old saying, like a canary in a coal mine. Well, there is so much truth in that when it comes to birds. Canaries were once regularly used in coal mines as a warning sign system. Toxic gases such as carbon monoxide and asphyxiant gases such as methane in the mine would kill the bird before affecting the miners. Okay, so cockatiels, like canaries, have a very proficient and delicate respiratory system, and fumes that you can't smell or see can be deadly for a cockatiel. A cockatiel losing its balance is one of the first signs that dangerous fumes might be present in the house. For example, if you're planning to clean your house, it would be best to move your cockatiel to a well-ventilated room where it is as far away as possible from cleaning fumes. Other fumes that can hurt your bird are like aerosol sprays, toxic fumes from nonstick cookware, new carpet smell, fresh paint, room freshener, scented candles, hairspray, perfumes, smoke, carpet cleaners, nail polish, and more. CC, Google says that Jeff Lowe was Evel Knievel's road manager. Google is lying, never lose hope. I'm just kidding. He probably was, but I didn't believe him because everything comes out of his mouth is a liar. Sorry, y'all. I just wanted to read that about the cockatiel to let Michelle know, hey, we're here to support you. I would say it's probably need some kind of vitamin. Of course, I'm not a vet. Like those things that look like salt, that's the ones they eat. I think they have vitamins. Yeah, I mean, like Annabelle, she has to have a goat salt block, a Billy block, because she has to have salt in her system and certain vitamins. I guess horses and cattle are like that too, but yeah, Annabelle would get very sick and die if she didn't have a salt block. Yeah, I wonder if Google, let me see this. I'm going to have to look up and see if Jeff Lowe worked for Eagle Canaveral. I know I never lose hope of telling me the truth, but I need to see it for myself. Maybe they're just going off his word. Eagle Canaveral. Probably didn't spell it right. Okay. So it does say that. Yeah, it does say he worked for Eagle Canaveral. Well, Eagle Knievel didn't know what a loser he had working for him. Oh, Jeff Lowe's got his own Wikipedia page. Oh, what an accomplishment. Idiot. Is Michelle back in the chat? Let me look at it. I was X'd out looking at something. Oh, I don't see her. Michelle may not be on here anymore because she's, stressed out taking her bird to the doctor. But anyhow, I will talk to y'all later. I'm going to get off here and get me some breakfast fixed. Then fix Mark an omelet. But now I'm hungry. So I'm going to do that. I will let all you members know about the live stream. I'm trying to figure out if I want to do it Saturday night. I think Saturday night or Saturday evening, sometimes Saturday would be better than Sunday night because, I watched 90 Day Fiance on Sunday night and a lot of other things. But anyways, I love y'all. Thanks for chatting with me. I appreciate each and every one of you. And welcome to the new members. If any of y'all want a link to Discord, I'll post it. If anybody in the chat wants the link, just email me and I'll give it to you. Anyways, love y'all. Be kind. Peace. Bye, cement shoes. Bye, everybody. Bye, Verbal. Good to see you.